morning, ladies and gentlemen. A very, very warm welcome to Edge Hill for this morning's graduation ceremony. So far, the arrival of the Chancellor, the rain has kept away, which is a change for the past 2 days, but I wouldn't make any promises that will continue to be the case for the remainder of the day. Following the trumpet fanfare, the Vice-Chancellor, John Cater, will be giving the opening address. I hereby declare this congregation open.
What are you going to do? Everything is my guess. It'll be a little messy, but embrace the mess. It'll be complicated, but rejoice in the complications. It will not be anything like what you think it will be like, but surprises are good for you. And don't be frightened. You can always change your mind. And above all, be the heroine of your life, not the victim. Chancellor, Pro-Chancellor, distinguished guests, graduates, colleagues, family and friends. These are not my words. They are the words of the late American author and scriptwriter Nora Ephron, who was speaking to graduates at her alma mater, Wellesley College, in 1996. You may know her best for Silkwood, or for Dead Poets Society, or Sleepless in Seattle, or, most of all, for When Harry Met Sally. But it was her honest and warm words of advice, her humour, her realism, for which she is perhaps best known. Her society marriages were ill-fated. Her second husband, Craig Bernstein, the journalist who uncovered the Watergate scandal, left for Jim Callaghan, the Prime Minister's daughter and the wife of the British ambassador. And her health ultimately failed. But be the heroine of your life, not the victim, she willed, and she ultimately made true. So what relevance does this have to you today? You, potential heroes and heroines, have achieved a great deal. At what is, for most of you, an early stage in your life, you have become honours graduates, and you have qualified to practice in that most demanding and most rewarding of jobs as members of the teaching profession. Not only demanding and rewarding, this is the most important role, the greatest obligation, other than that of parenthood, that can be placed on an individual. You are responsible for developing and educating the next generation of adults. You are responsible for the very structure, the shape, and the fabric of our future society. But wear that burden lightly, for it is first and foremost an honour to be surrounded by youth and enthusiasm, by excitement and wonder, to have the pleasure of seeing young eyes light up as the first word is read, hopefully using synthetic phonics, as the numbers first add up, without chunking, and if you're still allowed to experiment, as oil floats on water or the first air bubbles rise. And how you approach your work and the messy, complicated, unpredictable, and even frightening challenges ahead will determine not only how you find life, but what kind of personal attributes you imbue in the children you educate. You can do it, and so can they. Achievements are challenges overcome, and the greater the challenge, the greater and more satisfying the achievement. If you think that, and the children you teach think that, then you too can become the heroes in their lives. Now, I think you've been given a tremendous grounding to help you on this path. Clearly, you've been well supported, emotionally, morally, lovingly, financially, by your family and by your friends. And I know that you have been well supported by my colleagues, your tutors, whose commitment and dedication I commend to you all. and 3 of those colleagues I will have the privilege of acknowledging immediately after this speech. You are graduates of the best faculty of education in the United Kingdom, the only one to be awarded 33 outstanding grades by Ofsted, and you will be tremendous ambassadors for this university out there in the wider world. And we have a responsibility to you too. Our name sits on your degree certificates and after your name. Our reputation, our brand, impacts on your standing, particularly when you're being judged by those who barely know you. Our preeminent status in education, our rapidly growing reputation as a university, top 2 for students' personal development, top 3 for assessment and feedback, top 4 for graduate employment, shortlisted for University of the Year 3 times in the past 5 years. They are part of our commitment to you, and we will endeavour to sustain and further develop that as we progress together. And you can be part of that. Keep in touch. Commit yourself to develop professionally. Come back and talk to the next generation of trainees about your careers. And, if you benefited from the experience, recommend that experience to others who you value and you trust. So back to Nora Ephron, to Sally and Harry, to Meg Ryan and Billy Crystal, to lifelong friendship, to that restaurant scene, to be heroes, not victims, and no faking. Enjoy today and the life ahead. Thank you. You don't get rid of me that easily. Last year, the Students' Union approached the university recommending some form of recognition for the many outstanding lecturers who not only deliver excellent learning and teaching, but who also go the extra mile in encouraging, developing and supporting students. To our collective surprise, we received over 600 nominations for more than 200 different tutors, and the Chancellor's Teaching Awards were born. This week, I have the privilege of making presentations to just 12 of those 200 nominees, those whose commendations were particularly compelling. And in this morning's ceremony, I have the pleasure of making awards to 3 individuals. And those individuals are Maggie Webster, we like the shoes, Maggie, by the way. To Mary Weston. And the lads had to get in there somewhere. Last, but by no means least, to David Barker.
Chancellor, on behalf of Academic Board, I present students from the Faculty of Education who are candidates for awards today. Bachelor of Arts with honours in Primary Education with qualified teacher status, Hannah Louise Adams. Christopher Philip Adlington. Humaira Hamid. Tasmia Amin. Catherine Elizabeth Anderson. Emma Louise Arnold. Ashley Arrowsmith. Tiffany Laura Ascroft. Amy Katrina Ashurst. Joshua Jason Astley. Emma Louise Ball. Samantha Nicole Ball. Laura Elizabeth Banks. Alexander Bannister. Louise Frances Barnett. Stephanie Barr. Melissa Barrett. Rachel Emma Barton. Naomi Jade Battle. Amy Elizabeth Belfield. Katie Bentham. Chelsea Ann Birtwistle. Amber Blaymeyer. Karen Blundell. Laura Jane Blythe. John Michael Bowden. Jackie Booth. Kerry Louise Booth. Victoria Patricia Bauskill. Amy Box. Amy Louise Bramhill. Annabelle Branch. Emily Broadhurst. Carl Broomhead. Charlotte Brown. Emily Brown. Kirsty Brown. Natasha Melissa Buckley. Freya Butterworth. Anne-Marie Rose Bayot. Jennifer Cadwallader. Jessica Caffrey. Charlotte Jane Kearns. Andrea Calderbank. Samantha Canavan. Laura Jane Carswell. Naomi Jade Cassidy. Kirsty Kavanagh. Victoria Louise Chadwick. Charlotte Louise Chapman. Gemma Chapman. Elizabeth Charnock. Megan Louise Clayton. Fiona Coburn. Charlotte Collins. Lisa Collins. Nathan John Connor. Nicola Cook. Amy Frances Cooper. Daisy May Corbett. Lauren Amy Coop. Rebecca Louise Crawley. Danielle Rebecca Ellie Critchley. Philip Crowther. Rebecca Sarah Cummings. Sarah Dagger. Emma Louise Dalton. Amber Davis. Ashley Davis. Bronwyn Davis. Marcus John Davis. Leanne Amy Dobb. Rebecca Louise Dobson. Leanne Donnelly. Sinead Donnelly. Tracy Dow. Sean James Dudley. Ellen Louise Duncan. Anne-Marie Edgar. Hannah Edgerton. Lindsay Eves. Pauline June Futrell. Ashley Fisher. Katie Jane Fisher. Jennifer Fisher Marsh. Esther Fullwood. Catherine Hannah Gilbert. Emma Louise Goodwin. Samantha Jane Goodyear. Danielle Gravel. Ross Greaves. Amy Beth Greenhall. Paige Greenwood. Rebecca Kate Grundy. Laurie Ann Guest. Abby Hagan. Emily Halligan. Charlotte Harris. Kirsty Harris. Jessica Marie Harrison. Alison Jane Haycock. Philippa Jane Herbert. Matthew Herdman. Hannah Ruth Hayes. Laura Hyam. Lauren Hill. Rachel Michelle Hilton. Diane Sarah Hurd. Farah Hoy. Lucy Holt. Maria Grazia Holt. Stephen Honeyman. Amy Hosker. Andrew David Horton. Thomas Gregory Horton. Deborah Ann Howard. Sarah Louise Howard Swanton. Jennifer Leanne Hughes. Kaylee Hughes. Andrew Hunt. Tanya Lynn Hunt. Alexandra Illingworth. Nicola Lee Isherwood. Victoria Rachel Jackson. Laura James. Natalie Claire James. Macy German. Holly Amanda Johnson. Laura Joyner. Rebecca Lee Jones. Rowena Felicia Kaminsky. Amy Elizabeth Kelsall. Kelly Kendall. Alexandra Lancaster. Charlotte Grace Beckley Langfeld. Amy Alicia Lannon. Suzanne Elizabeth Leach. Claire Louise Leyland. Katie Lee Lingard. Danielle Teresa Liptrot. Emily Victoria Little. Amy Louise Locker.
Ashley Lodge. Bethany Lovell. Joanna Lovett. Hannah Lutus. Laura Jade Maybe. Jane Mailing. Jade Malone. Jessica Marnie. Emma Louise Matthews. Rebecca Maudsley. Rebecca Joanne May. Melanie Margaret McCallum. Tom McCandlish. Kirsty McCormack. Lucy McKay. Joanna McGuire. Zinat Member. Katia Minevini. Mark Mitchell. Marie Malloy. Nisha Morris. Mahmouda Mullah. Michelle Christina Murphy. Jane Murray. Charlotte Nevin. Lauren Ashley Norris. Laura Jane Nuttall. Robin O'Brien. Samantha O'Hagan. Benjamin William Parkin. Kobe Parkinson. Daniel Patton. Sarah Elizabeth Pearce. Joanne Pearson. Alison Percival. Sally Ann Phillips. Adele Pollitt. Megan Power. Emma Louise Priest. Ian Prescott. Joanne Pritchard. Deborah Rainford. Claire Elizabeth Roberts. Katie Louise Robinson. Katie Rooney. Megan Roscoe. Victoria Emma Rumbelow. Catherine Sarah Rush. Christopher David Rushton. Kazia Lucina Rusinek. Rebecca Sandiford. Maria Saunders. Laura Jane Savage. Alexandra K. Scholes. Laura Seeley. Claire Louise Martina Sharple. Rebecca Shaw. Lorna Sherrard. Emma Victoria Shires. Brogan Elise Smedley. Katie Lauren Smith. Katie Louise Snowsill. Nicole Stockton. Helen Julia Stokes. Jessica Stones. Yazira Suleiman. Louise Sumner. Emily Jane Taylor. Jennifer Taylor. Laura Taylor. Jennifer Thompson. Shona Christine Thompson. Rachel Thorley. Emma Joanne Tong. Kimberly Jane Toth. Amy Elizabeth Traynor. Kelsey Nicole Trencher. Gillian Victoria Turner. Sophie Usher. Gianna Claire Walsh. Kelsey Walton. Matthew Charles Ward. Samantha Louise Warrener. Craig James Watson. Emma Rachel Webster. Jade Wheatley Yates. Abigail Alexandrina Whelan. Hannah White. Claire Whitaker. Samantha Megan Whitaker. Stacey Louise Wilkes. Emily Rose Wilkinson. Jennifer Ruth Wilson. Melissa Faye Wood. Kelly Woodhouse. Nicola Jane Woods. Daniel Wright. Mark James Wright. Rebecca Lee Wright. Sophie Beth Wright. Susan Wright. Emma Claire Young. For Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Primary Education, Hayley Beals. Joanna Margaret Kane. Megan Claire Dwyer. Tasneem Essa. Gemma Dawn Forrest Forshaw. Rebecca Folds. Sian Hinton. Leanne MacDonald. Madeleine Mackenzie. Alistair Philip McQuillan. Jennifer Parsons. Hannah Louise Price. Wahida Suleiman. Andrew Peter Thomas. Chloe Travis. Laura Ward. Abigail Patricia Ann Young. For Bachelor of Arts Honours in Primary Education with QTS, Sophie Louise Wall. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of students.
Which means I'm the Queen. Do you want your degrees? Yes. Really? Do you want me to have them? No. Okay, then let's go for it. All right, okay, serious faces, here we go. Everything you've worked for is now going to happen, congratulations. By the authority vested in me as Chancellor of Edge Hill University, I hereby confer the Edge Hill University Awards, for which you have been presented, and I congratulate you all. Hats off, wave them in the air. Congratulations. Good morning, everybody. I'm Professor Tanya Byron. I'm the Chancellor of Edge Hill University, which, as I just said, makes me the Queen of the university. Dr. John Cater, who gave the opening address, is my Vice-Chancellor, which makes him the Prime Minister of the university, just so you understand how it works. And the rest of these people here are my valued and esteemed colleagues, and also part-time they work as extras on the Harry Potter film set. Anyway, goodness me, can you believe it? Who'd have thought? Can you believe it? I mean, crikey. Well, you've done it, despite the mornings that you overslept and the nights that you partied too hard and the essays that you wrote at 4 in the morning, drinking cups of coffee and eating Pro Plus. We've all been there. You've done it, and I am extremely proud of you all. It's a real privilege being a University Chancellor, and I get to shake every single one of your hands. I get to look in your rather terrified eyes. Some of you look like you're actually going to be sick on me. And it's just a great moment for me to share with you, because this really is a very special moment, and I want you to remember it forever, because now you are being recognised and validated for all your hard work, your intelligence and your determination, not least because these fantastic staff members here, my colleagues, the deans, the tutors and all the staff at the university have absolutely worked their socks off to get you to where you are. And I'd like you to show your appreciation to all the people who've worked so hard to support you to get your degrees. So the university motto is In Scientia Opportunitas, which means in knowledge there is possibility, there is opportunity. And this is definitely where you are now. You are at the threshold of some very exciting possibilities. And what I want to say to you is this is not the end of something, this is the beginning. And it's the beginning of a time where you will be the architects of your own destiny. And you must continue to push on with the passion and the self-belief that has got you standing here today, balancing those hats on your head and shaking my hand. Never, ever forget this moment. And if there's ever a time in your career where you start to feel comfortable and you start to feel that it's all getting a bit too easy, then kick yourself on. work really hard. What we produce here at Edge Hill, we produce the best. You heard from my Vice-Chancellor the numbers of awards we have. We've been shortlisted for University of the Year 3 times in the last 5 years. We have the second highest rate of employment for graduates when they leave university in the country. The highest rate is for a university down south, so they don't count. So actually, we are the best. We are fabulous, and you are fabulous, and you are now our ambassadors. Don't lose contact with us. Come back. As Dr. Cater said, support other students who are coming through and use what you've got from us to go out and be the best, because what you are going to do is probably one of the most important jobs there is. You are going to educate children and young people, and for that I congratulate you warmly for your dedication, because I know you'll make a difference to a lot of people's lives. Have a fantastic career, and from me and all the staff here, congratulations again.
Ladies and gentlemen, with a song for our graduating class of 2012, will you please welcome Miss Lucy McHale.
you, Lucy. Can I add my personal congratulations to those who have just graduated? Ladies and gentlemen, the good news for those of you who had cameras or telephones that failed at the magic moment, the entire proceedings will be available to be seen on the university's website in a couple of days' time. So if you want an action replay of the entire proceedings, go onto the university's website and you'll find graduations, and there's a link and it should work. I'm not a techie person. The bad news, particularly for the lady sitting in the front row, that she may well have been captured on film, so forever after she will see her failed attempt. Secondly, and far, far more importantly, refreshments will be available in the Student Hub immediately in the next few minutes. The Student Hub, because these students won't have a clue where it is, because normally they're either on placement or they're based on the other side of the lake. But it is the modern building behind the main building. On that note, I declare this congregation closed.